So what comes to mind when you think of NBC?
You know, with NBC, I think of quality programming. I think of high-end demographics, and I think of broadcast hits. And I'm looking to create hits that enter the consciousness, that influence pop culture, and that do good at the same time. It's a killer combination, but that's been a tradition at NBC. Whether it's a show like St. Elsewhere, a show like Heroes, or a show like The Office, there's an unbelievable tradition of wonderful programming, telling stories through emotion, through character, connecting to an audience, and I'm really looking forward to continuing in that tradition. I grew up watching TV, and I grew up watching NBC.
So what is the future of network television?
I think that the future of network television is still to be defined. I think we're living in a moment where media is exploding everywhere. You can't escape media. Media is in your elevator. Media is in your PDA. Media is on your cell phone. And there's no question that digital is enabling this next revolution in media. So what I'm looking to do is position how NBC drives that conversation and defines that media landscape going forward. And between the network and the broadcasting advertising channel that exists there, and the studio and the incredible content that's produced and owned inside that, and the .com, which allows you so much opportunity to create community around these shows, to create dialogues around these shows, and to activate your audience in a two-way message is incredible and so fun, and it's a great moment.
It's so competitive out there. How do you take a night like Thursday night, where we have critically acclaimed comedies, but they're not getting the kind of numbers you want? How do you take us up a couple notches?
You know, I'm going to have to look in the magic bag and find some tricks, and there's no question that we have great content and great shows, so I got to figure out ways to bring more people into the tent, get them sampled, and hopefully get them passionate about it. What worked for The Office was the core who liked The Office were also influencers, and that's something I want to analyze around our quality programs. That group watching The Office was so passionate about it, but those were also the alpha dogs walking into their own offices saying, "Did you see this show last night? Because if you didn't, you're out of the loop," and it's a great piece of programming. So I'm looking for those opportunities. Quality with noise, quality with mass.
Yeah, and you talk about story, the important. What is the importance of story? And talk about it in terms of whether it be reality television or comedy or scripted or unscripted.
Watching a game show unfold and the story of that game and the story of that woman or man who's playing that game and their eventual victory is very similar to a storyline of Michael Scott's own trajectory and life. Not to compare a game show to a comedy, but the point is inside all of these shows is a narrative drive and is a story. The Biggest Loser has a winner. You build up towards a result, and that informs a narrative across it. You also see massive transformation. That's an emotional story. So whether it's in a scripted sitcom, a scripted drama, a reality show, a serialized competition, or a game show, there are different elements of emotion, story, and character playing out in all of them.
So what are your priorities as you approach this job? 16 seconds into it, what are your priorities?
You know, my priorities are to find the next big thing, to find the next big hit. And that's what my focus is. And also to make sure that we get people watching our new shows, get them inside NBC, because NBC is the best brand in television.